Fuel subsidy saved Nigeria from going bankrupt, President Tinubu tells World Economic Forum. Tinubu said this on Sunday during a panel session at the ongoing World Economic Forum in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. President Bola Tinubu has said that despite the economic difficulties a greater number of Nigerians are facing, the removal of fuel subsidy by his government was a necessary action as it saved Nigeria from going bankrupt. Tinubu said this on Sunday during the panel session at the ongoing World Economic Forum in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. President Tinubu, who announced the removal of subsidy on premium motor spirit, popularly known as petrol, in his inauguration speech on May 29, 2023, said at the forum that the first subsidy removal had reset Nigeria's economy and country's pathway to growth. He further told the World Economic Forum that forced subsidy removal in Nigeria has engendered accountability, transparency, and fiscal discipline for the country, adding that it is more important to focus on what direction the country should go. He said, "For Nigeria, we are immensely consistent with belief that economic collaboration and inclusiveness is necessary to engender stability in the rest of the world." Speaking further, Tinubu, who was one of the panelists concerning the question of the subsidy removal, there is no doubt that it was a necessary action for my country not to go bankrupt, to reset the economy and pathway to growth. It is going to be difficult, but the hallmark of leadership is taking difficult decisions to the time it ought to be taken decisively. That was necessary for the country, he said. Tinubu said, yes, there will be a blowback. There is expectation that the difficulty in it will be felt by a greater number of the people, but once I believe it is their interest that is the focus of the government, it is easier to manage and explain the difficulties. Along the line, there is a parallel agreement to really cushion the effect of a subsidy removal on the vulnerable population of a country. We share the pain across the board. We cannot but include those who are vulnerable. Luckily, we have a very bright, vibrant, youthful population interested in discoveries by themselves, and they are highly ready for technology. Good education committed to growth. We are able to manage that and partition the economic drawback and the fallout of subsidy removal. Also speaking on Naira devaluation and exchange rate unification, President Tinubu said that the decision of his government became necessary to allow the Naira to compete favorably with other world currencies. He said the currency management was necessarily equally to remove the artificial elements of value in our currency. Let our local currency find its level and compete with the rest of the world currency and remove arbitrage, corruption, and opaqueness that we did at the same time. That is a two-engine problem in a very template situation for the government, but we are able to manage that turbulence because we are prepared for inclusivity in governance and rapid communication with the public to really see what is necessary and what you must do. On the World Economic Forum, Tinubu said, this forum is equally valuable for us to share experiences and share the hope of the future. What is missing? And I'm glad the kingdom relies on the will of collaboration and inclusiveness. The capital formation that is necessary to drive the economy like agriculture, food, security, innovation, technology, and advancements must be inclusive program of the entire world. So Tinubu is saying that subsidy saved Nigeria from going bankrupt. And yes, we are hearing that they are paying subsidy. They are secretly paying subsidy now. That is what we are hearing now for the past how many months now. And we're asking ourselves how. Okay. So, for subsidy removed in Nigeria, okay, I agree that subsidy was mismanaged, necessitating its removal. But what has the ordinary people benefited from it? There are now more money in the hands of the predators, of the presidents, senators, governors, and other politicians who squander on frivolities while the ordinary citizens are suffering and groaning under the cost or heavy burden of the inflation and the high cost of living. The goal of every corrupt leader is the welfare of his followers and not his own well-being at their detriment. We haven't treated the way you are treating Nigerians. May all the pains Nigerians are passing through never depart from entire generations. You don't reach like that. May heaven, okay. All right. All right. Subsidy removal is the knife that cuts you both ways. What is more important is that Nigeria remove all the criminals from the corridors of power and reduce the cost of governance by at least 95% of what it is today. True. Pride goeth before a fall, the worst government policies ever, fuel increase and floating of naira because there was nothing like subsidy removal as federal government is still paying billions of dollars on PMS. It's a lie. Corruption and humongous salary of the politician is a major problem of this country. You can say that again. You can actually say that again. I'm speechless. The removal of fuel subsidy is the reason why we are suffering now. None will say the benefits of subsidy is only for marketers now. It is unjust for the citizens. But it lacks the courage to prosecute those behind the subsidy fraud. No minor. Yar'Adua remains the best president. APC supporters are now happy at the only thing the masses enjoy, petrol subsidy, has been removed by the government. APC supporters are now happy that the only thing that the masses enjoy, which is petrol subsidy, has been removed by the government. Why not APC supporters? Oh God. Certificate of survivors must be issued to Nigerians. 1 year of failure, hardship, bad governance, affliction, bad policy, insecurity, suffering under a Milokon-led government. 2 certificates of survivors issued twice under the All Progressive Congress-led government. All right. That put the common man in economic catastrophe. There's a statement. Subsidies gone was a calamity. All right. On this note, I've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.